We're following the breaking news on House Democrats now moving at warp speed to try to impeach President Trump for a second time over his role in the Capitol riot. Joining us now, Democratic Congressman David Cicilline. He's a member of the House Judiciary Committee. He's also a co-author of the new impeachment resolution. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us. Your fellow co-author of this impeachment resolution, Congressman Ted Lieu, tells CNN the article of impeachment will be introduced Monday if President Trump hasn't resigned by then or if he hasn't been removed from office by then. Do you agree with that timeline?
Yes, we had hoped the president would resign. We had hoped that the vice president of the United States will invoke the 25th Amendment. But if those two things do not happen, we will introduce the resolution on Monday. We have 185 co-sponsors of the resolution. It's a single article, an incitement of insurrection. The American people saw our government attacked. They saw our democracy attacked during a very sacred ritual, the Electoral College, where we have the recorded votes of millions of Americans are formally recognized in the election of a new president, the peaceful transition of power. The President of the United States incited his supporters, these violent protesters, to storm the Capitol, disrupt that process to try to prevent it from happening so he would remain in office. We have a responsibility to hold him accountable and take this action.
Congressman Lieu also says there will be some House Republicans who will vote to impeach President Trump. There were 0 House Republicans the last time. Are you willing to make that same guarantee?
Well, I have been on the phone with several of my Republican colleagues over the weekend, and I will continue to do outreach over the weekend. It is my hope that we will be joined in this effort by some Republicans. Some have made public statements acknowledging the gravity of the president's misconduct, and I hope it will be bipartisan. It should be. The American people watched this unfold on television. It was horrifying to see this kind of violent attack on the citadel of democracy in the middle of this sacred ritual, and we have a responsibility. We took an oath of office to defend and protect the Constitution, and central to that is defending our democracy. And so I hope we will be joined in this effort, but it's very, very important that we act quickly and that we act in a very clear way and make it clear not only to people all across America, but all over the world that we will defend our democracy and we hold people accountable who attempt to undermine it in this way.
Republican Senator Pat Toomey now says he does think President Trump committed impeachable offenses, but he also says he's concerned the House could potentially politicize all of this. What's your message to Senator Toomey and other Republicans who are deeply disturbed by the president's actions?
Well, I hope, the Senate will have an opportunity to take whatever action they think is appropriate. It should not be politicized. I think the experience of Wednesday taught the American people that that the president poses a very serious threat to our democracy. And we have a responsibility to take action to defend it. It ought not be political. We would rather not be doing this. We're on the eve of a new president, and we're excited about that. But we simply can't say, just let the 12 days pass, let it go, it's no big deal. This is a very serious attack, an insurrection against the government of the United States. We have a sworn duty to do something about it. So we should all do everything we can to not politicize it, but we can't shirk our responsibility. We have to take the action which our framers gave us. The only action we have available to us as the House is impeachment. And so we ought to fulfill that responsibility. And I think the more Republicans acknowledge that something must be done and take this action seriously, I leave it to the senators to do what their oath requires.
We're learning the president will likely be represented, if there is a Senate trial, by Rudy Giuliani, among other lawyers, in an eventual trial, as I say. Of course, Giuliani also played a role in inciting that pro-Trump mob on Wednesday after unsuccessfully fighting the president's claims of election fraud in court. So many court cases, all failed. What's your response to learning that could be part of that Giuliani, who spoke in those remarks about a trial by combat, if he could be part of that defense team?
Well, I think it poses a real challenge. He's very likely to have to be a witness to this incitement of insurrection count in a trial. But I think everyone must be held accountable from the president on down who contributed in any way to the violence that occurred at the Capitol. And obviously, I'll leave it to the president of the United States to select his own defense counsel. But our responsibility in the House is, in my view, to move forward with an article of impeachment that captures the gravity of the conduct of this president, that responds quickly and urgently to the threat he poses, and that gives the Senate the opportunity to take corrective action by convicting him of this impeachment count.
Might go forward as early as Monday. This one article of impeachment, and right now 11 days, as I keep saying, for Trump to remain in office. Congressman Cicilline, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.